All right, so I just wanted to throw a couple of things out there so you would understand what I was trying to accomplish by putting these videos online. I've had a variety of different people ask, hey, do you guys use CMS? Hey, how are you using it? What are you using it for? And I know that most of the people around Northside are probably using this system anyways, but I wanted to throw a few helper things out there at a variety of learning levels. So if you are starting out for the first time and you've never really used it, I wrote the everything that goes in the video folder number 1, which is writing a CMS assessment. The main thing to take away from that is make sure that your questions are tied directly to TEKS, because that's how the system is going to let you progress forward. If you don't have them tied to TEKS, then it doesn't do you a whole lot of good, especially when reflecting back. But more importantly, if you don't have the TEKS, then the system won't let you load the question. That's just like as a basic starting point for common assessments anyways. Make sure you have those written. The second thing is simple CMS answer docs. Now this is more like a CDB where we would have the documents delivered to our school, we open them all up, we hand them out to students, and there's a Scantron that we had printed, and then they take their answers old school, and then we go run it through the ScanIt system. That's where we started. I don't want you guys to think that we just stepped into knowing what we were doing at Jefferson. We had to stumble around a little bit, and we started out by just doing quick answer keys, and then we would run that data. The big jump though is when you jump from folder number 2 to folder number 3. When you start doing digital assessments, when students start taking their devices, whether it's a Chromebook or it's a desktop or their cell phone, and they start taking those tests, the value of CMS really starts to shine through. You have a live proctor screen. You can see what students are missing as they're going along. It makes things really good as a teacher to reflect back on the very next day. When you're watching kids take a test live and every single kid is missing a specific TEK, then hey, tomorrow I should probably go ahead and just do a reteach session right now. You don't have to wait a couple of days. You're not stressed out by trying to grade stuff in a hurry. The system grades it for you. It shows you, the weaknesses of the students and the strengths of the student at the same time. Test video folder number 4. That's for those of you guys that have been using CMS, you've been doing stuff digitally. Maybe you want to ramp up the difficulty of interactive quizzes for your students. You want to make them go do something online and it be interactive, and you tell them how to manipulate a certain website. For instance, Colorado PHET has an amazing set of just simulations that are all easy to embed into CMS quizzes. So if you are in folder number 4, you've probably been doing CMS stuff for a while. You're very comfortable with it. You know how to enter it. Perhaps you've already used a test bank. Maybe you were curious, can you put a YouTube video in? Yes, you can. You can also take and pull out a section of that. For instance, with science, Khan Academy has some great stuff, but you don't want your kids watching a 10-minute video during a quiz. So you can just edit out a 30-second snippet, and I show you how to do that in the video also. The last thing is the video number for folder number 5. It just talks about what do you do with that data, how do you use it, what does it look like on a proctor screen, how do you go back later and pull data after the fact. You can use it from year to year, you can use it from teacher to teacher after everyone has taken that common assessment during that 6 weeks time period. So there's just a lot of stuff out there that I don't know everybody knows how to do, or maybe they kind of stumble through it, and maybe some of these videos will help ease some of that. So I made sure all the videos were at different levels, so if you know a lot of the stuff, man, you can just skip around. Hopefully they're helpful. If you don't know, there's things that you can't figure out, you can always email me, and then if there's anything that I could maybe work with you. I know that I'm going to try shortly to co-write an assessment with another campus, and we're going to see how that works too. So always check back and see what's going on. Anything that I add specific to helping teachers with CMS will go under the CMS resources folder. So hope this stuff helps you out and maybe can get you past some stumbling blocks. Have a good weekend.